Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So I'm going to slide some beads in play, and I'd like for you to tell me how many beads you see. I think we're almost ready with our answers. Okay, Nathan, how many beads do you see in play?
14.
Nathan says 14 beads are in play.
Math Recovery isn't your typical program. It's an approach to instruction. It emphasizes mathematics teaching and learning and builds off of what teachers know about kids, about teaching, and about mathematics. And it really situates them to more effectively and more efficiently best meet the needs of their children.
After I got trained, I quickly learned that Math Recovery is for all students. It's just what makes sense for students learning mathematics. It's not just for struggling students.
Math Recovery in my classroom has changed the way that I teach math and the way that students learn math. Students are talking about math more so than they ever were before. They're able to explain their thinking, explain their strategies, and talk to each other about their strategies. My students love all of the math games. They often will say, "This is the best game ever, and I can't wait to play this again," even when they're time to go out for recess.
Math Recovery is intriguing because it provides students with tools and opportunities to really use concrete materials in math, and that's something that our curriculum resource doesn't necessarily always provide. It just provides a better conceptual understanding, which we know is an indicator of how successful they will be with later mathematics.
Over time, most of our programs, whether it's in reading, writing, or math, it's always been about remediation. This is the first program in math where I've actually seen students accelerate their understanding of learning and then see it translate into the classroom as well. That truly is why I think it's a worthwhile endeavor for any district.
First, I was a classroom teacher. Now I'm the elementary math coach, but it really helped me to understand where my kids were developmentally. Like, even though your kids are at a second grade level, their progression is so different where they might not be performing at a second grade level. So Math Recovery really helps us to look at that whole progression and really look at that whole child as a learner.
Special education teachers are really excited about Math Recovery, and we have data-driven tools for progress monitoring, assessment, and that really drives instruction.
Math Recovery has influenced the work that I do with my students and teachers by validating what we know is good for students, and that's putting back in the why. Why do we do things? And when we give students math procedures, it doesn't make sense. So now when we do things in Math Recovery and we make it more visual for them, it just makes sense.
Math Recovery empowers teachers by giving them the knowledge and tools that they need in order to support each and every child in their classroom. Math Recovery is just one of the services Oakland Schools offers in partnership with our districts to support every student, every day.
So Riley says, I know that 6 plus 6 makes 12. Riley, can you show me where you see 6 plus 6?
So I have like moved those.
Okay.
And then I kind of was like 6 plus 6 equals 12, so then I counted on the rest.
And what did that sound like when you counted on the rest?
13, 14.
Okay, did you guys see that?